Coach, this is 4 of 4, 10 of 11. It's got to feel good to be on this run still.
I'm just proud of how hard our guys are playing. I mean, that was over the weekend, I think 80 minutes where we were pretty locked in, competing at the right level defensively. And even when the offense wasn't going well, got some guys a little sick, a little banged up. I don't know that we were at our best executing all the time, but our defense hung in there and competed at the level it needed to give us a chance to win. And those were two really good teams that come in here. I mean, I love that people are excited about us, but sometimes they're looking at the record and like, oh, you got these two this weekend. I'm like, they're pretty good. Like, records don't tell everything what's going on. That's a really good team we played today, and they're going to be a tough out.
Wayne, it's always a physical battle when you play them. What does it take to fight through that every single time you get the ball?
It's a mentality, and it's hard because I told them at halftime we have a drill that started with the old school Wayne State teams where we just called boss with the ball, and we pretty much just take turns following each other and making you get. And I didn't want to beat our guys up. So I told them to think about the drill and kind of do it mentally. And I went at halftime and I'm like, do we need to go out there and do it right now? And it wasn't just getting the ball knocked out of your hands. It was just getting pushed off your spots. We weren't getting in where we wanted to execute our offense. In the second half, I thought the guys just dug in. It's a little bit of a mentality thing. And it was a very physical game on the perimeter. It was very physical inside. And I thought our guys stepped up and matched it. You could see some of it in the numbers. The second half, we really rebounded the ball well. And we took care of it a lot more. We had cut our turnovers in more than half in the second half compared to the first.
Talk about Dawson with that hook shot to tie it with about 10.5 to go, and starting to draw double teams and being able to make a play despite having the two guys on him.
100%. Dawson's such an important part of what we're trying to do, and it doesn't always show up in the box score. But having that inside presence that they're always worried about opens up everything we have on the perimeter. And when he can score, it's even better. But no, you can't even put into words how important he is, because he's always been there defensively. And all season, there's been games when he's barely only had a bucket or two, but he's drawing attention in there and drawing some help. It's not always a double team, but it's help. And then when he kicks it out, we're getting to an advantage, and it gives us a chance to play inside-out basketball. He was huge tonight.
And certainly exciting to see Hobbs get to 1,000 career points on a 3 of all things. I mean, it shows that that's what he's capable of.
100%. Hobbs, 5 boards, 7 points. Happy for him. He's had a great career, and it's awesome that he gets to do it in the Wood Gym to get that milestone of 1,000. Really, really happy for him.
And certainly Marcus, again, I mean, a lot of it's free throws in the end, but it's still important that he's able to find time and space and get points.
Yeah, I don't know that on a couple of those baskets he made, I don't know that he had time or space, but he's obviously a special player, and he trusts it, and we're getting him to trust it, that everybody's coming in here with a game plan on how to stop him. And he's starting to trust that no matter how much he thinks he can, it's hard to do it all 40 minutes. Just the usage and the beating and the whatever. He needs to trust other people, that we need to play through some other guys. And when it gets to crunch time, then he has enough energy left to do what he's trying to do.
And certainly, I think when Ty got his first basket there in the first half was kind of a relief for him, because he hadn't scored in over a game, and he ends up with, I think, 8, but it's still important points.
No, Ty was huge today, and I mean, he hasn't been able to eat all week. He's playing on 0 energy, and the 8 points he gave were a huge lift. And the gravity that when he's out there, the gravity on the court towards him is so huge. I'm glad. I mean, we're gonna rest. I mean, I'm hoping he sleeps for 48 straight hours here, so we don't have class on Monday, so that he's back to normal for next week. But that was big time, the effort he gave us today.
We talk a lot about how important wins are. These 2 wins this week, making sure that you take care of things here in the Wood Gym. Also, just simply the way you battle through both games. You have to come from behind in both of them in order to get the wins. How important is this in the growth of your group?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, the league, you can just see how good this league is. I mean, every single one, and our guys, obviously your confidence grows with every win, but I think they believe that they can win every game. And I also think they're down to earth to know that if they don't bring it, they can lose every game. And as long as they're competing at that level, that's all we're talking about. I mean, obviously you want the results, but let's make sure our standards are. Let's make sure that if we lose tonight, it's not because of things we did. It's because somebody came in and beat us. And let's make that level as high as we can on what it takes to beat us. And hopefully we keep improving and that level keeps going up and we're harder and harder to beat.